Good morning, students. We are on the chapter Footprints Without Feet. That is a significant chapter, and after this chapter, we have got the name of the book also, that is also Footprints Without Feet. So, up to here, we have studied that there is a scientist named Griffin. He was a great scientist. He has discovered few drugs that if you will take those drugs, your body becomes transparent. But the problem was that the body only becomes transparent, it does not change its state, it is in solid state only. So if he would wear clothes, that only the clothes would be visible, and they will create chaos among the people that clothes are moving on by its own. So what he did, he took off all the clothes without shoes. He was moving in the city, and it was London, and it was January, it was the month of January, and it was quite cold over there. So now we will take up from this time. This time he decided to try the stock of a theatrical company in the hope of finding not only clothes but also something he would hide the empty space above his shoulders. So now he was just not thinking about the clothes. अब देखो, थिएटर्स वाले होते हैं जो, राइट, उनके पास बहुत सारे कपड़े होते हैं, फैंसी ड्रेसेस होते हैं. सो ही वॉज जस्ट थिंकिंग दैट आई मस्ट फाइंड समथिंग दैट विल नॉट ओनली कवर हिज बॉडी बट दैट विल बी एबल टू कवर द फेस, that will be able to cover the face also, that was invisible. So above the shoulders, अगर आपको कोई नज़र नहीं आ रहा है तो it will be a great chaos, right? Shivering with cold, he hurried to Drury Lane, the center of the theater world. So he was shivering, he was trembling, shivering with cold, he was feeling so much cold. So he entered that empty street that was theater world, where these kind of shops were there. He soon found a suitable shop. So, after seeing many shops, after noticing, observing many shops, he found a shop that was quite suitable for him. He made his way. So, he made his way invisible upstairs and came out a little later wearing bandages round his forehead and dark glasses, false nose, big bushy side whiskers, and a large hat. So these things he took. He covered his face with bandages. ठीक है, अब ताकि कोई उसका एम्प्टी फेस ना देख सके, बैंडेजेस उसने लगा ली, फॉल्स नोज लगा ली, राइट, all the things he did, and a large hat. To escape without being seen, he carelessly attacked the shopkeeper from behind, after which he robbed him of all the money he could find. So he wanted to run away without being seen from anyone. So what he did, from behind he attacked in a very rude manner. He attacked that shopkeeper, he robbed him, he took all the money from him, and he ran from there. So from this we come to know that he was lawless. He did not consider law any time. So I hope you have got the answers of the questions that were there in the read and find out. Again, we have questions, read and find out. Why does Mrs. Hall find the scientist eccentric? So these are the things we are going to study in the further portion of the chapter. What curious episode occurs in the study? What other extraordinary things happen at the inn? Now, eager to get away from crowded London, he took a train to the village of Epping, where he booked 2 rooms at the local inn. So London was a quite crowded place. He did not want to make people curious about him. So he took a train that was going to a village. The name of the village was Epping. So there he booked 2 rooms in a local inn, in a local motel, small hotel. The arrival of a stranger at an inn in winter was in any case an unusual event. So a stranger arrived in a winter season in an inn. It was an unusual thing because mainly these kind of things did not happen there. A stranger of such uncommon appearance set all tongues wagging. That stranger, his appearance was so different. Bandaged face, false nose, everything was different. So all the people were talking. Tongues wagging means people started talking about him. Mrs. Hall, the landlord's wife, made every effort to be friendly. So Mrs. Hall, she was the wife of the landlord. She was behaving quite friendly with Griffin. But Griffin had no desire to talk and told her, "My reason for coming to Epping is a desire for solitude." So he did not want to talk to anyone. He was quite rude and he told Mrs. Hall that I have come to this village because I want to live alone for some time. That's why I came here. I do not wish to be disturbed in my work. Besides, an accident has affected my face. So he told everyone that I don't want to be disturbed here in my work, and an accident has affected my face so badly. Satisfied that her guest was eccentric scientist, and in view of the fact that he had paid her in advance, so she was quite satisfied that her guest was a busy scientist, and he has paid her in advance. So she was satisfied. Mrs. Hall was prepared to excuse his strange habits and irritable temper. So Mrs. Hall was not considering any of his habit irritable. Otherwise, he was quite irritating, but she was not considering because he has given her the payment in advance. But the stolen money did not last long. Obviously, the money he has stolen from that shopkeeper, that was not going to last for a longer time. And presently, Griffith had to admit that he had no more ready cash. Now, Griffin, he did not have any cash with him. He pretended, however, that he was expecting a check to arrive at any moment. So he was showing off that a check is going to come for him. Shortly afterward, a curious episode occurred. So curious things started happened. Those kind of things that were able to wake up everyone's curiosity. Very early in the morning, a clergyman and his wife were awakened by noises in the study. So there was a person and his wife, they were awakened. They were awakened by the noises in their study, creeping downwards. When they went there quietly, they heard the chink of money being taken from the clergyman's desk. They heard that someone has taken their money. Without making any noise and with a poker gasped firmly in his hand, the clergyman flung open the door. Surrender. At that time, only clergyman, he was ready to attack that person who was stealing the money. He opened the door and he asked, "Surrender." That whosoever is that, surrender. Then, to his amazement, he realized that the room appeared to be empty. He and his wife looked under the desk and behind the curtains and even up the chimney. There wasn't a sign of anybody, yet the desk had been opened and the housekeeping money was missing. So they were quite surprised that no one was there. They searched here and there in the room, but no one was there. But still, money has been taken off. Extraordinary affair. They said it is quite amazing thing. The clergyman kept saying for the rest of the day that someone has took his money, but no one was there. But it was not as extraordinary as the behavior of Mrs. Hall's furniture a little later in that morning. So again thing has happened later in the morning. We will study about that afterwards. So students, revise the chapter thoroughly, right? It is a very important chapter, and we will take up the rest of the chapter in the next video.